Good evening and welcome into sports. I'm Dave Siseski. Well, the PGA Tour champions made its stop this weekend right in our backyard in Grand Blanc for the Ally Challenge at Warwick Hills. Some of the game's biggest names teed it up as fans were treated to great weather and some even better golf. Let's get you to the highlights. Entering day 3, Ernie Els was your leader, but just by a stroke at 12 under with returning champion Stewart Cink close behind. We start over at hole 8 where Cink would try and close the gap down by 2 strokes, and he would bury the long birdie. Clutch putt from Cink in a match that would go back and forth to the final hole. But over at hole 13, where 4-time PGA Major champion Ernie Els with an incredible chip onto the green for the recovery, and he would sink the putt for the birdie. Els with a 2-shot lead late, looking for the first win at Warwick. We fast forward though to 17, where the drama would get a little bit of a boost. After a par from Els, Cink looking for the birdie, and he would get it. Cink and Els find themselves tied going into the final hole at 18. On 18, Ernie Els would then sink the close putt for par, putting the pressure back on Cink once again. But Cink, however, with ice in his veins. The defending champ buries the ball through the cup, and we have ourselves a tie, which means we play on to a playoff. We stay on 18 for the playoff, where Cink would birdie the hole, leaving a long putt for Els, who would look to extend the action, but he would come up just short to the left. And with that, Stewart Cink is your 2-time defending champion, a win that took grit, desire, and belief, says Cink.
Kind of a dramatic par on 18 from in jail, and then the playoff was textbook. It was just kind of all over the place a little bit, but sometimes it doesn't take consistency to win. It just takes, grit and desire and belief. This is one way that when a win happens in this fashion, I'm not sure if it adds or subtracts years off your life, because it's pretty stressful. But if you're the one that wins, if you're on that side of the stick on this thing, then it feels great. And it was a lot of fun. I mean, putted great down the stretch, and Ernie was, he wasn't doing anything wrong, and he was just in the wrong place today because I just had just enough at the end to overtake him. It was a championship golf course out there today. This has always been a really good test. It's narrow, and if you're just a little bit off with your tee balls, it punishes you, and you got to figure out a way to gut out some pars out there, and I was doing that. But I'm sure all the golfers said the same thing. The course was really presented well, and it's not always easy to grow grass on a big property like this, and they do a really good job here.